let me just start with the fact that we are totally federally funded. We have no state or local funds. And we administer 6 different programs. We administer Wagner Pizer, which was started in the 30s, and that's basically how to post a job on the state posting list, and the job posting list for the state is Employ Florida. Then we also have the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, and that act has money set aside for adults, for laid off individuals, what we call dislocated workers, and youth, 16 to 24. And then we also have TANF for temporary assistance for needy families. And they have to come in every month and they have to renew or show that they're doing things that are required by the law in order to either get a job or volunteer at a nonprofit. And then we also have the SNAP program, and this is not for the families, but for able-bodied individuals. And so we have about 300 that are on our list right now. And then finally, we got veterans, and so we have veterans program to help veterans get jobs, and we have 2 people that help disabled veterans or veterans that have real hard time trying to find a job. We sit down with them and counsel them and help them out. So total, we're about a $5.5 $6 million operation. Every year we get allocation from the Department of Labor, HHS, and Department of Agriculture, and it goes through DEO and comes to us. So our goal is to place people in jobs. We also pay for sending them to TCC, Lively, Kaiser, other places, wherever they have skills. After we do the assessment with them, it looks like they could do the kind of job, but they need some more skill enhancements. So we send them to those places, and we can only pay for training when it means a good paying job and it's in demand. So if it's not in demand, we can't do anything. We can't use our federal money on that. So that's it in a nutshell. I think one that stood out that we actually did a video on a couple of years ago was a person that came out of justice involved kind of situation, and we helped him get a job as truck driver, and it really changed his whole life, and that's what he said on our little video. So, those are the kinds of things that we see every day when we're helping people. They're in need of a good paying job, and that's something that we want to make sure we're helping them get that. So our hashtag is changing lives. So that's what we do every day. Well, number one is the business community says they want essential skills, or what some people call say soft skills. That can be everything from showing up on time to work, being dressed appropriately to work, having an ethics so that you're doing the right thing and not doing things that shouldn't be done at work, and it goes on and on. So with our youth program, we teach them 14 different skill sets to make sure that before they get a job, they've got these soft skills. That's number one. Number two is they have to have a willingness to learn. No matter what job you go into, I'm sure you and me, all of us can remember when first job and the first time we go into a new job, we're always going to have to be willing to learn as quickly as we can. The business wants to get you up and running and productive. And then finally, I would say positive attitude. You've got to go into with a very positive attitude. I can say that in my younger days, I maybe didn't have that kind of attitude for a while, and it didn't help me. What helps you is when you're positive, you're helpful. You want to help your coworkers. You want to make sure you're helping the people that you're there to assist with a smile and with a heart, that you want to make sure that you're listening very well to what their needs are and then giving them what they need. So that's our goal every day. We serve Gadsden, Leon, and Wakulla. And with the new REACH Act that the CareerSource Florida board, which is our state board, passed last week, we will be getting Jefferson County. The benefit for me is the fact that that is in our metropolitan statistical area. Now, instead of, it was originally our borders throughout the state were all dependent upon the community college service delivery area. So that's changing. It's now, it's going to be something easier for me, and for us to be able to know what we're doing in that. But we're really seeing a lot less people. I'm a preacher at this point of if you go into Google and you type in demographic drought and you look for Lightcast, or it could have been under Burning Glass or EMSI, any one of the three, because they merged into Lightcast. That will tell you right now where we're at. We do not have enough people in the United States to fill our jobs. And a good example right now is in our three counties. As of January, we had over 9,000 jobs posted, and we have only 4,000 people or 5,000 people that are unemployed. So it would not matter if all of them got a job. There's still going to be half of the businesses are still going to be crying because there isn't. But that gets into another whole thing about workforce housing, which I worked on the city's Affordable Housing Committee and chaired that for the last 2 years after getting through my 8 years or whatever I had there. And so it's a real problem. And, the good news is the state and the legislature is looking at that and trying to make sure they start putting some funds into how do we address this issue, because it's significant. You can do all you want about building a new building like Amazon has done, but if in the end you can't get the help that you're looking for in order to make it work, that's a problem. It's just so good that you raised that. So we have the Talent Innovation Summit. This is our 6th year that we put this on for all our business community. It's on the 26th of April. And our whole goal is untapped the hidden talent pool. And that's all about the talent pools of people coming out of jail, people that have not worked in the past, people that have disabilities. We're going to have a group of really great speakers that are going to talk to this and really speak to it to help our business community realize that the days of posting a job and getting 100 people to apply for it are gone. And if you really want to be instrumental in helping the community, you got to start being more open to people that you wouldn't have hired a year or two ago. And we really think this is a group that we have to tap as soon as we can, because they have a lot of talent. As we work in the jails and in the detention area with our local sheriffs and also with the state. And I mean, we're helping people every day that come out of those jails and realize that, they need a job right away. They're going to have a roof over their head. And so it takes a whole group of us to make that happen. And we're tied in with all the local community groups that are working in that area.